Hello everyone, welcome to Luffy Yo-Yo. This is the new first episode of Let's Play DOFUS. That's right. Today I'm going to teach the newbies of the newbies how to play DOFUS 2.0. So you don't need to know anything in order to understand this video. Right now, I'm in the characters choosing screen. So I'm gonna choose which character I want. This is for male, this is for female. I like male characters better, and I'm gonna go through each class really quick just to tell you some background information for you to understand. The first class which I'm showing is a Feka's shield. This class is good for protecting itself from damage. This class is good at summoning other animals with you. This class is good for dropping rare items. It is chance based, and that's right. This is Shram, and this character can go invisible during battles. He is very sneaky. He can put invisible traps in the battlefield. This character can can prevent people from making actions. They control time. They are very useful for stopping enemies from attacking. This character makes high damage and they rely on luck. Sometimes they can have very hard hits, sometimes they can have very low hits. This character, Anuripsa, heals himself. It's a good character for team battles. So let's say someone loses HP, this character can give HP back. This is his specialty. This character is very popular and it's called the Yop. And basically what the Yop does is that it hits very strong damage from very close. Then there's the Kra. It's the opposite of the Yops. They hit from very far range. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but I'll do the ones I like personally. This is a Sacrier. It has very high HP and only hits from very close. If you want high HP but lower damage, then this character is good for you. So that's about it. These are new classes in the game. I don't really know that much about it. I'm going to take a simple class, not something too hard to understand, and it's called a Yop. So I'm going to call him Luffy Yo-Yo TV. Okay, I call him Luffy Yo-Yo T. So how you get started is you select the guided tutorial. It's gonna show you exactly how you're gonna start out your game. Right now the screen is loading, so have patience. Alright, so this is the first thing you see from the game. You see like a kind of 2D interface, and this tutorial shows you how to move around. So you just move your mouse around. Sorry, my cursor doesn't show, but basically wherever I click, the character goes. And I can speak to this character and I start the quest of the tutorial. So here I went to my objects, are everything I own, and I can put the ring here. So I equip the ring, which was given to me from the tutorial. This is to change maps. I drag my cursor and to the side of the screen, and it allows me to go to the next part of the game. Here, this is a monster which I can fight. So if I click on it, it will actually fight. Sorry if my tutorial is a bit too basic, but I just want to make sure the people that are really new to DOFUS understand a bit on how it works and exactly what kind of game it is. So right now, what you have to do in order to attack is just click on your spell. This spell is best for Yops, and you just click on the target you want to hit, which is, in this case, the Anchorram Scarecrow. So these are the results of the battle. This is me, what level I am, everything, all the details that are needed. It's really simple to understand. So I hope this video will help you a bit more into understanding what the MMORPG DOFUS is all about. I really feel passionate about the game because I've played it since 2007 In 2007, my French friend showed me DOFUS. I was in a French server, but I hope I can get more of the English community to join DOFUS, because I feel that French servers are much more populated compared to English servers. So right now I'm in a battle against an actual monster, and this is how you move in a battle. You drag your mouse to wherever you want, and it like moves into squares. And this game is turn to turn based. That means you wait for your turn, you put your MP. This is MP. I have 3 MP and 6 AP. This spell costs 3 AP. That means I can cast it twice since I have 6 AP. So I cast it twice and it kills the target. And once again, it's the same thing again. I get the results of the battle, the losers, which is the monster I killed, and I talk to the computer, and I can leave. Now I'm really into the world of DOFUS, and I'm inside Incarnam. So I'm going to go through each option one by one. The attacks I was using are called spells. And basically, as you level up, you can unlock different spells. Right now I have 3 old spells, which are pressure, jump, and intimidation. I'm just going to focus on explaining what pressure is. Since it's colored brown, unlike these spells, it means that this spell is of earth element. The more earth, the more strength you have, I'll boost it right now, the stronger damage I will get for this spell, pressure. Same goes for agility spells. This spell is still locked. It's the level required is level 6, and basically the more agility I get here, the more powerful my hits will be. It's like boosting up your strength. Every time you level up, you get the ability to boost up your agility or any element you wish. So now I'm moving along this place for beginners. It's a floating island called Incarnam. It's quite small, and it's very easy to get by. Don't worry. If you're new to this game, you'll figure out everything step by step. So this you don't need, there's no monsters to fight. You just go through. If you're in Incarnam, you just go through until you pass the gateway, and then you'll start finding actual monsters that you can fight. Now we're gonna get into some real action. So here there's a young white goblin. It's a monster, like a random monster from Incarnam, and you can fight him. You can just fight him, and it's really simple. The fun thing is, once you get to higher levels, you have much more content available for you. Once you're subscribed, you can the world of 12, the DOFUS world, is actually really big, and you have access to different dungeons. You can actually have a good time with your friends, and it's really cool, because once you get friends, you actually find something fun. Here in Incarnam, you're just gonna stay, find some monsters around, get a bit bored. But what I suggest to you is to level up as fast as possible, get yourself a subscription, and get out to Astrup. Astrup is basically what's under the floating island, and I'll explain to you. This is the map of the floating island, the beginner area. Basically, once you're into a higher level, you can use this transportation to Astrup. Astrup is here, in this area. It's a bit gray, but once you go down, you can see the actual map of Astrup. So now I'm going to skip the fights that I can do. I already have a higher level character, so it's pointless for me leveling up. So I'll just show you the way on how to get to Astrup. You just pressing right, keep looking at the map to see exactly where you are compared to Incarnam. And yeah, so you can drop items, and they're going to be here in your equipment area. You can choose to equip them. Very easy. You just double click on each item you want to equip, and it gets equipped. The point of having equipment in this game is the same as characteristics. Basically, it boosts one of your elements. It can be agility, earth, fire, and let's say this hat gave intelligence. This is a noob set, so it's really bad. But if it was an actual item that was really good and it gave 50 intelligence, no, let's say 50 strength, it will be boosted up along your characteristics. So there are two ways of boosting up your characteristics: through items such as a novice hat or cloak, and through leveling up. As soon as you level up, you have the choice to boost up any of your elements. Please make sure you stick to one element, and if you're a Yop, I suggest to you to stay with strength element. They hit very strong and they're most advised to you. Once you get familiar with the game, then you can experiment and do what you want. But for now, just stick with one element and stick with your first 3 spells that are given to you. So now I'm gonna go to Astrub. I'm almost there. I'm gonna go to the transporter, and you're going to see exactly the contents of this game, and I'll explain to you the differences between being subscribed and being non-subscribed. So here I am in Astrub. Finally, I'm not in the beginners area anymore. I'm in contact with all sorts of players, whether it's level 1 to level 200, which is the maximum level of this game. Right now I'm level 2. Here is the map of the actual game. This is not Inkernam anymore. We went down from Inkernam. And I just want to focus on one part of the map. I don't want to confuse you too much. I'll just give you some background information first. So this island is for level 100 and plus. This island is the newest island in the game, and it's one of the most useful places for leveling up your character once you're high level 100 and plus. This island I'm not going to talk about much. It's not really interesting, apart from it giving a fake DOFUS, which is the coward DOFUS. Here, Amakna is the place where higher level players, like level 100 plus, do their PvP. PvP, which means player versus player. The fights I did earlier were more PVM, player versus monster. Here higher level people actually do PvP. So they get very good gears, very good items, and they equip, and they challenge each other for deadly fights. When you're lower level, you focus more on player versus monsters. It's not really interesting because lower level people don't have much options as of now. So the areas you want to go to once you level up in Inkernam, you might want to go in Astrub Field. You'll find many monsters that are lower level, and it's really good XP because it's really good XP. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Once you get into a subscription, subscription gives you much more advantages. You can go to all the game map, and if you're not subscribed, you can only have access to Astrub and Inkernam. That's very little compared to the whole game. So I suggest to you, as soon as you're level 25, subscribe. The things you can do when you're subscribed is the large variety of dungeons. Each dungeon has its own difficulty, and what I suggest to you for now, if you're low level, find groups and do the field dungeon, the gobble dungeon. The gobble dungeon is a dungeon where you have to be subscribed. The sand dungeon. These types of places which are closer to Astrub. So I hope this video was helpful. Put a like, a subscribe if you found this video helpful. Again, thanks for watching.